Hello there, it's Music Man 0150, also known as Gary, back again with yet another video. And what I'd like to show you now is a Lite-On DVD-VCR Combo Unit. And this is actually one of the two that I have. Now this particular unit, it has a very, very, very strange symptom. What happens is this: if the unit sits for a period of time in a cold environment, then it powers up and it works perfectly. But after it warms up for quite a while, then all of a sudden the power just completely goes out, like as though it's been unplugged. But it hasn't been unplugged. So I'm letting it run as far as just sitting idle with the power on to see how long the actual power is going to remain on after it being off. And I do believe it's been off for probably, I'd say maybe over a year now, because I know that was the last time I had it off. So we're going to see if it happens to shut down again power-wise where nothing works. And if it does, that means there's something thermally wrong with it, because I've never experienced a unit that would just work and then shut down after it getting warm, and then when you make it cold again, it works again. So there's got to be something in there that's thermally controlled, and it's causing everything to stop working. So I haven't put any tapes or DVDs in it, just for the purpose of it, in case it does go down again, and then that way a tape or a DVD won't get stuck. Now, I could put in, a tape that I don't care about in there, and then I can always, the trick I can do is I can put it outside in the cold, and let it sit out overnight, and then bring it back in, and then, power it up and see if it works. Because this was sitting in the storage room. After the renovation, I put it in the storage room, and it got pretty cold in there. And when I tried it last night, it was working right away. It powered up right away. So again, I'm not really sure what's causing the problem, but I do have another unit exactly like that, which is over here. And you can see over here that this one's working well. This is the exact same unit. Now, the only thing about this unit is that the power is working super on it, and the VCR works on it too. But the DVD will not record. The DVD plays, but it doesn't record. So, what I'm thinking is, if worse comes to worse, I may go ahead and take out the power supply section of this machine and put it in that other machine that's up there on the entertainment center that you saw a minute ago. And the reason for doing that is because this DVD VCR combo, the DVD does record. So again, it's a very, very strange symptom. So let me just give you a close-up view though of the controls. You're probably curious to see what it has. This is the power here. Then we have the play pause button. Actually, the power is over here. This is the power here, and then this is stop eject. Then we have the play pause, and then the stop. Yeah, actually this is just eject, it's not stop. There's a separate stop button over here. And then we have the rewind and the fast forward, the record, and then this button, I can't recall what that one does. Let me look at the naked eye a minute. DVD VCR. That's what that one is. Because if I push it, see, now you can see the green light moved over here. So now there's two green lights on this side. And then when I push it again, the green light goes back to the DVD. And then this is the channel buttons. And then this is the open close for the DVD. Now, another strange thing that happened with this machine after I first plugged it in and turned it on is that this DVD drawer wouldn't open. So first I tried, just taking a small screwdriver and very, very carefully try to pry the door open. And I was able to get this open, but then, let me show you. This here, I tried putting the screwdriver in there, behind this little notch here, and this still wouldn't pop out. So I thought the next best thing to do was to take the top off, which I did, and then there was a metal foil kind of covering most of where the DVD drive and data cable meet. So I just split that piece of foil, because it really didn't, do anything per se, and it didn't, it really didn't serve any purpose other than trying to, keep the cable tight on there. But anyway, I cut that foil protecting off, which really wasn't a protecting, it was just a fastener to keep the cable from falling off. Anyway, what I did was I cut that foil, and then I was able to feel the back part of this tray right here. I was able to feel the back part, and I just kind of wiggled it up and down a little bit to get it snapped back in place. And sure enough, once I did that, this tray was working perfectly, because what I was doing was just doing some open and closes several times to make sure that it wouldn't fail again. And as you can see, it's working fine that way. So that's a good sign. I haven't done anything with this side yet with the VCR, because I'm actually, like I say, I'm afraid to put a tape in there and then have it get stuck because of no power. But what I could do is I could put an old tape, one that I really don't care about, I could put in there and just try it out and see how it performs. And if all goes well, then great. And if it doesn't, then I know I got to look at alternatives to keep this machine running, because this one's actually the better one of the two, now that only this one has a recordable DVD drive and the other one for some reason doesn't. If any of you though out there that are real good with repairing electronics, and again I'm referring to my favorite subscribers and subscription people like Retro Chad and DRH 4683, or even All American 5 Radio, any of you guys out there that have a high hobby of electronic repair, give me, maybe give me ideas on what could be causing the DVD unit not to record. And that would be the other unit, not this one. And then for this one, would you say that the guess would be a thermo situation where the power goes out after it gets so hot, and then when it gets cold it comes back on? So if that's the case, what I would need to know is what component to look for, and then maybe I can just replace that myself, because I'm pretty good with soldering techniques and all that. It would just be a matter of time, getting the power supply board out of here and then finding out which component to replace. So if any of you have an idea, let me know. And I think what I will do is I will go ahead and try running a tape in this and see how it performs. So I'm going to pause this video for now, and then we'll be back with a demonstration on how the tape works. And if it's working good, then we may go ahead and pop in a DVD and see how that works.